Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in, and hope everyone's enjoying the cold. I'm not complaining. I don't mind either. But I know a lot of people don't like the cold, so I'm sure it's a little disappointing since yesterday was warm and today it is kind of freezing. But I was wondering what topic to speak on today, and Denise Merrick reminded me that it is apparently March is Nutrition Month. So, and the theme this month or this year is taking the fight out of food, and I thought that was a great theme. So first of all, thank you, Denise, for giving me the great idea for today's Facebook Live. But what I'm going to go through today is I'm going to simplify nutrition. Okay, I'm going to give you the most essential, the most practical things that you can start doing without having to worry about is this going to work? Is this right for me? These are general principles for most people. Okay, unless you're on certain medication, you have certain health concerns. Then you may have to consider some of these points, but majority of them, doesn't matter what's going on in your life. If you're trying to get healthier, if you're trying to get leaner, you're trying to sleep better, you're trying to maintain stress better, these principles will definitely help you. I'm going to discuss those principles, including hydration, which are the major supplements you should be taking, eating organic, where to buy these foods, and all such things. And then I have a great contest at the end. So stay tuned for this, okay? Number one, I mentioned this in my last video when I spoke about digestion or detoxification, is hydration, okay? The number one thing most people don't take enough of is water. Okay, and that causes not just digestive issues, but dehydration, body fat accumulation, but also it causes a lot of chronic pain and tightness and soreness. My business partner James, who does fascial stretch therapy, he can vouch for this. It's actually in one of his videos where he talks about how most people with chronic pain or tightness and injuries just need to drink more water, and it makes things better. So, hydration, extremely important. Most people will need anything from 2 liters to 3 liters. If you're very active, if you're working out, if you're doing resistance training or any kind of training, you probably will need even more. Let's say even up to 4 liters. So could be even more. So, but most people, I don't see anyone going below 2 liters. Again, of course, if it's kids and things like that, then may change. But as most adults, 2 liters is the minimum, and you may go up to 3 to 4, depending on your lifestyle, any other conditions that you may have. So that's number one. Also, part of that is a very quick thing, a very effective thing, a very practical thing that you can start doing that will definitely help you, is start adding lime juice to the water first thing in the morning, okay? Or even during the day, but this is a great ritual to start, is wake up, squeeze some fresh lime juice in there, or lemon juice, whatever works for you, and drink that. If you want to go one step ahead, I would actually take 1/4 teaspoon of pink sea salt and soak it overnight in that glass of water. And when you wake up in the morning, squeeze some lime and drink that. Why are these things important? How do they help? Number one, they make you alkaline. Okay, the more acidic you are, the more health issues you may have, the more body fat you will have. So this will start making you alkaline instantly. Secondly, the pink salt is going to help you with the adrenals. So what's the big deal with the adrenals? Adrenals are the ones that make your stress hormone. Most people, because of so much stress, so many nutrient deficiencies, what happens is those adrenal glands start fatiguing. So pink salt is really good. Also, pink salt has minerals that will help with thyroid function. So moving on, majority of people in North America need to base their nutrition on proteins, fats, and vegetables. Okay, keep in mind I didn't say carbs. Okay, carbs are not essential. However, fats are extremely essential. There's something called essential fatty acids. There's no such thing as essential carbohydrates. Okay, so does that mean you don't have carbohydrates ever? No, but majority of your diet needs to be based around proteins, number one. Always combine them with vegetables and greens and a variety of greens or colored vegetables, right? So you have your purple cabbage, purple kale, colored peppers, things like that. So and fats. Okay, so that's your seeds, your different oils, nuts, avocados. These are good essential fats, okay, that you need for hormone building, for systems to work in your body, and of course for your brain. Okay, your brain relies on fat for fuel. Okay, it's a more efficient source of fat. So now, what about carbs? If you choose to have carbs, then you want to have those carbs post-workout and or before bed. Okay, so depending on how many carbs you need, how much you need, what's going on. Good morning, Tiziana. So you want to keep those carbs pre-workout, maybe, depending on if you're insulin sensitive or not, post-workout and before bed, if you're going to choose carbs. What are the best carb choices? Sorry. The best carb choices would be, I would stick more to sweet potatoes, yams, maybe rice, quinoa, buckwheat, gluten-free oatmeal, maybe, right? So those are some good carb choices. Also fruits. Okay, and I'll talk a little more about fruits in a little bit, but those are your basic principles about carbs, basic principles about what your nutrition should look like, which is proteins, fats, and vegetables. Okay, for breakfast, proteins and fats, period. Okay, whether you're insulin sensitive or not, proteins and fats is the best combination for breakfast. Okay, so why? Because it regulates blood sugar, regulates stress hormone, it increases testosterone, it helps with brain function, motivation. Whenever people switch to having a protein and fats kind of breakfast, they always report having more energy in the morning, more focus, not needing coffee, and they tend to get leaner within a week. Okay, so proteins and fats for breakfast. Let's look at supplements. Okay, absolute essential supplements everybody should be taking. Number one, a good multivitamin formula, a good multi-mineral antioxidant formula. I personally have started using Kiani Sunrise. I absolutely love it. It's one packet, drink it. The main ingredient is Alaskan blueberry, which has super high amounts of antioxidants, and I find it works very well. I've tested it with clients, done hormone scans on clients when they switch to that, and it works amazing. So that's a very good basic formula to start using. Secondly, you would use a good quality fish oil, and number three, magnesium. Okay. These are top three if you had to just pick three. Okay, there's many more. Good morning, Samir. Hi, Eileen. There's many more supplements that we could take, zinc, D3, and they're also essential, but if you had to pick just three, I would say start with those. Okay, so your multivitamin, multi-mineral, multi-antioxidant formula, fish oil, and we're talking about magnesium, right? So if you look at my previous videos, I speak extensively about magnesium. I think almost every video I've mentioned magnesium. Okay, going back to fruits. Stick with thin-skinned fruits because they're higher in antioxidants because they have to protect themselves against the sun's rays. So thin-skinned fruits like berries, certain pears, apples, things like that. Now, of course, you don't want to combine these fruits with the animal protein meal. Keep it separate. Keep at least 1 to 2 hours in between having animal protein and fruits, because the fruit could, when combined with animal protein, could ferment, and then that feeds yeast, and you don't want that. So now, also a good rule to follow: when you're having fruits, always combine it with fats so that you can control your blood sugar. So a good combination could be berries with pumpkin seeds, or berries with a tablespoon of natural almond butter, pear with, let's say, a handful of macadamia nuts. So these are some great options and could be a great snack, right? Control your blood sugar throughout the day. Lastly, simple principle: eat organic, eat hormone-free as much as possible. Okay, gone are the days where those things are super expensive. Good morning, Bill. I was actually going to just talk about you. For me, proteins, I switched to proteins, eating hormone-free proteins about almost 6 years ago, and I haven't looked back. And I have to thank JW Foods because absolutely makes it affordable and it's super high quality. Myself, I get it from there. Ken, he buys it from there. Our clients go there, and you know, you just can't complain once you realize that how affordable it is and how you can get high quality stuff for that price. So make the switch, guys. Start with something, you know, you could decide. When I switched, what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to commit to eating hormone-free organic meats, okay? And I still bought regular vegetables. After a couple of months, when I got comfortable with that, what I did is I started looking at the Dirty Dozen. And I looked at, you know, the fruits and vegetables that have the highest amount of pesticides. So I started buying those fruits and vegetables as organic. Okay, so go at your pace, but definitely start making the switch. You'll see a huge difference in your digestion, in your energy, in your sleep, in your fat loss, in your muscle building, in your brain function. You'll see a massive, massive, massive difference. Okay, so those are some basics that I've covered today, trying to simplify nutrition. I'm going to go through it once more. Hydration, you know, put lime and pink salt in your water in the morning. Proteins, fats, and vegetables should be the main basis of your nutrition. Carbs, keep them to post-workout or before bed. Proteins and fats for breakfast. Thin-skinned fruits always, as much as possible. Doesn't mean you don't have the other fruits, but as much as possible, eat thin-skinned fruits. Always combine them with some form of fats. So you have your nuts and seeds. Those are great fat sources. Also, lastly, eat organic and hormone-free as much as possible. Okay, so March being Nutrition Month, the theme was removing the fight out of food. I hope these principles remove some fight and some confusion from your nutrition, and you can apply. So again, you can start taking any of these, 3 of these at a time, and you will see a change within a week or 2, and I promise you that.